right. All right. We live on YouTube. Okay. And we are about to be live on the ground. All right, family. We are live on YouTube and we are live on the ground. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger and exalted Christ. And I further bear witness that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the extension of the Son of Man. I would like to greet you, brothers and sisters, with the greeting words of peace, which we say in the Arabic language, Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings, family. This is your brother, Knowledge 5845 on the ground, author determined to change, student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I welcome you to my live, determined to change. My YouTube page is up. My YouTube channel is up. Please go subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that is Winford X. And I'm glad to be back. Was busy, went to Houston the whole weekend, man. Went out there with my brother, Jake Taylor Jacobs, had the opportunity to go out there with him. And man, it's crazy, man. Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. Come on in to the YouTube and come on in to the Instagram. It's crazy, man. And what I want to talk about tonight is speaking to wealthy entrepreneurs. Okay, this is the topic tonight. This is the title of my live, speaking to wealthy entrepreneurs. Okay. And the reason why I named it that is because I had an opportunity. I'm down there in Houston with our brother, Jake Taylor Jacobs, and he's talking about private banking blueprint. He's talking about BizCo. He's talking about his well-established technology and and the team of everything, his company, everything he has going on. And so, you know, I do security, I do personal protection as well. So I'm going on the trip to be a part of personal protection. I'm going down there with him to make sure that I can secure him and detail him and kind of shadow him everywhere he goes. And what's crazy is, you know, we get all the way down there, right, to Houston. And he tells me the night before, he said, "Hey, I want you to open up for me. I'm going to go on and I want you to open up for me. And I want you to talk about being determined to change." He said, now every speaker had 50 minutes. Okay. It's like a TED Talk. So it was like a forum. So they had multiple entrepreneurs that was at this conference, big wigs, big time people that was at this conference, right? And so brother Jake tell me, he said, "Hey," he said, "tomorrow I want you to go in front of me and I want you to speak and I want you to take 10 minutes out of my time. I want y'all to hear me, family." This man had a 50-minute slot. He said, "I want you to take 10 minutes of my slot and I want you to introduce the people to determine to change. I want you to be able to introduce," so y'all already know I was class A, I had my suit on, but when I was class C, I always make sure that I take my shirts. I didn't take my books because I didn't know. I'm strictly on detail. I'm strictly on security minded, going down there to make sure that our brother's okay. Now, I'm going to tie this in. You already know, again, I'm a part of the Nation of Islam. I'm a student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And anything that I do, if it was not for the life-giving teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, guided and taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, I could not have determined to change. I could not have become an author. I could not have looked at my situation, my experiences, the things that I've been through, my testimonies, my personal testimonies. It's how I found the reality of God in myself through the Nation of Islam in prison, 15 years in prison. Okay, now I want to make this connection. So I'm going somewhere. So I want you to see how important that self-improvement is when we are not afraid to introduce this to our people, no matter what status you on. So therefore, I want to tell you. So Jake Taylor Jacobs, our brother, he tells me, he says, tomorrow, I want you to take 10 minutes of my 50-minute slot, and I want you to introduce yourself to the people, and I want you to introduce Determined to Change to the people. I want you to be a reminder. It's a blessing. I want you to remind the people how important it is. Because everybody at this conference, this is an economic conference. They're talking about how to be the bank, how to grow your money, how to protect your money, how to direct your money, how to make sure you can grow your money, making sure generational wealth. All of this is a conference speaking about marketing and all of these types of things. This is talking about tech systems and business systems set in place. So he said, I want you to be a reminder, brother, to the people. So the title of this live is Speaking to Wealthy Entrepreneurs. So I said, okay, brother. He said, are you ready? I said, absolutely. Yes, sir. How could I tell him I'm ready? Are you ready? Yes, sir. Study to show thyself approved. When all the cameras go off, when all the lights go off, we should find ourselves studying. When no one is looking. That is the key. That is the most important time of your development, when nobody is looking. When you want to sit on the couch and watch TV, man, my show is on. That's the important part. That is the part when we are supposed to be getting it in. That's when we are supposed to have it in our mind. Okay, it's time for me to study. It's time for me to strive. So when my number is called, it won't be no, I don't have anything prepared. Man, next time. No, man. This is not a game. It may not be no next time. You got to have it in your mind now. I got to be ready to go right now. That's how opportunities and that's how success is born. Remember, study in the darkness. Study in the darkness. Don't wait to try to study in the light. When the light comes, you have to perform. Study when nobody is looking. Study in the darkness. Okay? So, our brother says, brother, I want you to go up in front of me. I said, yes, sir. So, as my brother went up first, he went out when they called his name. He went out and he did his introduction. And then he turned back around and said, well, you know what? I want to bring up my brother. I want to bring up a brother who's going to remind us, a person who's did time incarcerated. Now, keep in mind, this whole time we had a mixer. We had a meet and greet. The first day we got there, we walking around and I'm standing with him and he's talking to these people in different walks of life. And, they know him, he know them. And, a lot of networking going on. So me being security, I'm in my position. I'm playing my role. I'm playing my position. I want you to hear me, family. I'm playing my position. Remember, family, play your position. Always play your position. Your number will be called. Play your position is very important. Your position is important. People see you. They have no choice but to see you. So as I'm on post, as I'm on my detail, shadowing our brother, I'm being very observant. But there are entrepreneurs watching me. See this, brother? I'm class A. So they see I'm a part of the Nation of Islam because they know I'm fruit. Anywhere we go, the FOY is sticks out. We have our own unique look. The FOY shine like a morning star. So as I'm walking with the brother, he's talking and he's networking. I'm not saying a word. People are speaking to me. How you doing? Hey, how you doing, brother? I'm fine. How you doing? How you doing? And I could tell they were saying, this brother looks serious. Oh, this brother's security. This brother is a fruit. This brother's in the Nation of Islam. I didn't have to tell them that. They seen it. Oh, okay, this brother in the nation. So as my brother went up and he introduced me, and 10 minutes, listen, 10 minutes, I had 10 minutes. Every time I speak, I'm still nervous. Man, there's people in the crowd. I'm nervous. Wealthy entrepreneurs. But one thing about the life-giving teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, guided and taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, brothers and sisters, it's universal. These are universal teachings. So this means whatever status you have, oh, I'm wealthy, I'm rich. Who can tell me whatever? Oh, but we have something for you. We have something for you. See, brothers and sisters, money is not the reality of God. I'm going to say that again, family. Money is not the reality of God. Okay? We have something where we call making the connection. So I said, I'm going to connect with the status of the people to let the people know. Let's connect with the status of the people. We have to be a reminder to the human being. There is only one God. There is only one supreme God. And that power that's inside of you, no matter your status, you have to submit to that. So, I want to read something to you that came from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And I want to be able to align that with how I presented myself and how I approach our brothers and sisters. All praise is due to Allah. My man's Maceo said he's watching from both platforms, Instagram and YouTube. Praise be to Allah. Listen to what the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said about making the connection, brothers and sisters. And if you hear something, I want you to be able to put yourself there from the words of wisdom that he's saying. The testimony that I'm giving you, yes, I'm telling you a personal testimony, but I want you to be able to see yourself. Because it may be a time where you may be in a situation and your number is called. You got to be ready to go. You can't say, oh, well, you know what? I don't have nothing prepared. Yeah, you do, because you've been studying for this moment. You've been visioning this moment. You've been praying for this moment. And now you've willed it into your existence. Making the connection. Some people waste years trying to gain a reputation as a powerful speaker. Know that it is impossible to even come close to having the impact of Minister Farrakhan unless you resolve to accept, understand, and do the single crucial thing that every powerful speaker does, and that is make a connection. We have to be able to make a connection to our brothers and sisters. That's very important, family. We have to make a connection. And this is what I strive to do when I'm talking on my social media platforms. I want to be able to make a connection to my viewers. I want to be able to connect not just with the Christian, not just with the Muslim, but I want to be able to connect with a universal connection, something that we can all feel. How do I do that? What is the easiest way for me to connect with my brothers and sisters that I've never seen before? I have to be able to speak truth from my own experiences and allow my experiences to connect with our brothers and sisters. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan says, all praise is due to Allah. See, look at her. My brother is on right now. I really enjoyed our conversation at the Accelerate 360 conference. Look at how Allah God is bearing witness to what I'm saying. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan says, when you connect with people, you are calling them to take a walk with you and travel the same path for your and their mutual benefit. What is the benefit of connecting with the brother and sister? Because they have problems. We all have problems. No matter how much money you have. And this is what I said in my presentation. See, I know it was powerful, wealthy entrepreneurs in the audience. But like I said, we're here at this beautiful conference. We're talking about money. We're talking about protecting the money. We're talking about growing it. We're talking about how we can establish the wealthiness and for generations to come, our children. We get so caught up in how to get the insurance policies and how to do this and how to do that. That's great. We should know it and we should learn that knowledge. But what good is it to gain all of this about money but not strive to correct the character? What good does it do to have a lot of money but have no character? See? Money is not the God. The supreme being inside of the human being. That's the greatest challenge. God has given us signs and symbols. Millionaires, billionaires, committing suicide. See, we've been deprived, so we've never, as a whole, had money. So the first thing we do is, y'all remember when we was young, when we was little, you sit on the steps, when you were sitting there with your cousins and your friends, when you was 5 and 6 years old and 8, 9 years old, nice cars go by, what you say? Bingo. Oh, that's my car. Bingo, bingo. Oh, that's my car. That's my car. See, you see the wealthiness, you see the luxury, you see these things, and as a child, you dream of having nice things. As we as a whole have been deprived, put in a situation, put in a condition to where we believe that if I get a lot of money, I've been living in hell physically all of my life in a condition. I seen mama struggle. I seen daddy struggle. I seen grandmama struggle. Every time you turn around, you see struggle in every direction in your reality. So you know, okay, money can change that condition. Oh, brothers and sisters, as I addressed our brothers and sisters, our wealthy entrepreneurs. Some people say money can't buy happiness. Oh, yes, it can. Don't tell the people that. Don't lie to the people and say that money can't buy happiness. Absolutely. You stressing or you doing this and that. You say, oh man, you got money to go wherever you want to go. You can go take a vacation. You buy you a nice car. You happy. So money can buy happiness. But what money can't buy is peace. You can have all the money in the world, but money cannot buy peace. I'm going to say that again, family. Money cannot buy you peace. It can buy you happiness, but it can't buy you peace. You can be happy with something, but still not have peace. So that's making the connection with all of our brothers and sisters. Everybody is here, want to know about the money. So as I address the room from a spiritual aspect, I'm sure we had Christians in the room. I'm sure we had Muslims in the room. I'm sure we had people of their own personal ideologies and respectful platforms and titles of religion. That's fine. So what did I do? I made the connection. Yes, we have Christians in here. We have Muslims in here. This is one of the things that keeps us separated. And when it keeps us separated, it dilutes our power as a whole to be able to connect and be able to go forward and build a new reality for ourselves. Everybody is for themselves. Oh, let me just do something for my family. Let me just do something for me. Me and mine. I don't care nothing about nobody else. That's not the knowledge of God. That's not the true knowledge of self. So you may be happy coming to the forum, but learning how to protect your money without a spiritual sustenance, without striving to understand the knowledge of your true self, being separated from your brother and sister because they have a star and crescent, or brothers who are and sisters with the star and crescent are separated from their brothers and sisters because they have on a cross. And we know the true history behind the cross. Oh, see, look, they still lost. They got a cross on. They don't even know what that means. But yet and still, we are all in the same condition. This is what I said to the wealthy entrepreneurs. This is what I said to them. Christians in the room, Muslims in the room. But yet and still, we're all in the same condition as a whole. So I told them, the greatest religion, the word religion means your practice. See, we can come out of our mouth all the time. See, we identify, I identify as a Muslim. But a Muslim is one who submits his will wholeheartedly to the Creator. I will be the first to raise my hand and say that I have not done that all the way completely. Maybe you have. All praise is due to Allah. But I have not. So I identify as a Muslim. I strive to be a Muslim. I strive to submit myself wholeheartedly, aligning myself to the Creator that's inside of me. That's the uphill battle in a human being. It's to be able to connect. What is it as a Christian? A Christian is one who's crystallized in the oneness of God. That's what that means. So we can identify as Christians. I'm striving to be crystallized in the oneness of Jesus the Christ, the greatest example of manifesting all of the attributes of God Himself. Beautiful breakdown. So I don't care about wealthy entrepreneurs being in the room. Your status of your money will not bring you peace. Your status of your money cannot punch your ticket into paradise, into heaven. Not when you die physically, but I'm talking about as you live. Your money, oh, I can buy whatever in the world. That still cannot punch your ticket to meet with God in paradise, in heaven, as you live. You see? So, brothers and sisters, at the 360 Forum in Houston, I had an opportunity to tell them about me doing 15 years in a federal penitentiary. 15 years in a federal penitentiary. It's an 87% recidivism rate of returning to prison within the first 3 years of being out of prison. I've been home almost 8 years now. All praise is due to Allah. So now, as I spoke to the brothers and sisters, as I came off, there was a standing ovation. Oh, brother, that was beautiful. Thank you for the reminder. When I came off the stage, they said, brother, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful reminder. I needed to hear that. Men and women came up to me and said, brother, I needed to hear that. Yes, we all need to hear that. So, as I reflected, I smile, and it makes me want to go even deeper into the life-giving teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, guided and taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. That's a beautiful example. Every time I think about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, I say, this is a beautiful man. This man is landing his life on truth. Truth is real love. But we've been shaped in a world to believe if my money goes a lot further than yours, then I'm better than you. That's how we live. We live on a status of a world that's an illusion. So the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan says, you have to make the connection with the people. Making the connection means knowing the key to the lives of the people in the audience, then establishing common ground. Well, what is the common ground as I spoke? Because some people have more money than other people. So that can't be the common ground. We have to hit the core. We got to get to the common ground as we are all as a whole. The ultimate reward is self-improvement. I don't care if you don't have no money or if you do have a lot of money. Your ultimate mission and goal is still self-improvement. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that he would get calls and people would call him and say, oh man, you know what, brother minister? I have a lot of problems. And the minister say, yes. He said, people call me all the time telling me about problems. He said, you're not living if you don't have problems. The world consists of problems. Struggle and problems are ordained to come up with the solution to the problem. See, it's certain things that money cannot fix. Money can take you a long way, but it's certain things that money can't buy, and it's certain things that money can't bring a solution to. That takes you beyond. See, at some point, you got to leave the money, and now it's about what's inside of you. That's the reality. Study the manner in which Minister Farrakhan communicates in different environments with different people. The mosque, the church, the campus, the rally, the press conference, the large venue, the small venue, the professional, the politician, the clergy, the youth. He connects with the audience first. Then he begins to move them in the direction he wants them to go. He casts his vision for a common future, and it invites them to join him on the journey. You cannot connect with people and lead them if you place no value in them. They can tell whether you do or not. You can't fake it. You must believe that you and they can make a difference. Otherwise, why are you in front of them calling them to Islam? Now, brothers and sisters, some people would never say, oh, I'm coming to the Nation of Islam. Oh, I'll never be a Muslim. I'll never do this. I'm not. You think I'm going to get mad because people say that? No. I'm not going to get mad at that, because that's not where my understanding ends at. Mine don't end at, oh, you're not in the Nation of Islam. You're not registered, so I don't want to talk to you. Oh, come on. When we're all in the same condition, we're all being ridiculed. We are all shaped in the same iniquity. We know what having a loved one being in prison, they get a lot of time. This is where I come in at 15 years in the federal penitentiary. So I'm able to connect with whatever your status is, however you are wealthy as an entrepreneur. You still have a loved one that you love, that you have to press 5 for when they call. Or you have to be on somebody's visiting list to go see them. It can be a father. It can be a son. It can be a mother, a daughter, an uncle, a brother, a sister, an aunt, a nephew, a niece, someone a best friend, someone that you love. Incarcerated, doing time. So that is a universal connection. And once we start to understand that as human beings, we have to make a connection universally with one another, that can minimize all the arguments with each other, backbiting, pointing fingers and all that. No, let's land on the best part. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, land on the best part of your brother or your sister. Don't worry whatever you see or somebody bring to you of them in the weakness. No, man, look. That's all right, brother. That's cool. That's fine. No, man. Because a conscious person, a person of wisdom or striving to get wisdom, when someone bring you that news, you should be able to look in the mirror and see in yourself, I can't indulge in. I don't want to indulge in this. I don't want to indulge in that. I got too much that I need to see. I need to correct in myself. So I don't have no room to participate, to indulge. Oh, yeah, man, that nigga so-and-so. Oh, yeah, man, she's so-and-so, so-and-so. No. I got enough in front of me that I'm trying to correct in my own life. That's how we mature. That's how we gain real pure intentions of friendship, by being able to stay focused on self-improving what you see in yourself. There is nothing greater than that, brothers and sisters. Nothing. I don't care what religion you say you're from. I don't care how much money you have. There is nothing greater than self-improvement. Self-reformation, analyzing yourself. How can I get better as a human being? How can I enhance and elevate my character? How can I help someone else? How can I extend my breast for someone else? That's the difference between passion and purpose. Passion is something for yourself. A passion that's an individual type of thing. But a purpose is something that is working through you that is extended to the whole. Your purpose extends yourself. Your passion is for you, but your purpose touches other people for the right intent, not for the for the wrong intent or evil intent, but for the right intent. I want to help people with my personal testimonies. See? To be a reminder. Yes, get the money. Yeah. But don't allow the money to become over your head, to become your God. Get the money, hold the money, utilize the money, but understand and strive to keep fighting to align yourself with the reality of the God inside of you. That's the heaven. That's the paradise. That's where we're all trying to get to. So if we all focus on self-improvement, making the connection from within, we'll see better results in our own personal life. And we can build that heaven. We can build that paradise that is spoken about in the Bible, that is spoken about in the Quran, that's misconstrued and miscommunicated. And so many. Walaikum salam, Brother Daniel X, even within ourselves. So, brothers and sisters, before I close, I want to say that I did a podcast. I was invited on an audio podcast where they interviewed me for like almost 3 hours, like no cap. I was interviewed on a podcast, and it's called Home, Home, Home of Melanated Excellence. Let me put it in here for you. All right, this is the podcast that I did. It's on all streaming platforms, okay? Home of Melanated. Okay. Let's see. Did I spell that wrong? No, I didn't. Listen, family. Okay. Excellence. House of Melanated Excellence. I'm sorry. House. Look. Y'all see that? House of Melanated Excellence on all podcast, on all platforms, on all streaming platforms. Go to Home of Melanated Excellence and catch my interview that I did with some beautiful brothers, man. With some beautiful brothers, okay? And we had an opportunity to share. I shared some of my testimonies of what I went through, how I was shaped coming up, how the environment shaped me, the unseen hand doing the work. But all you see is another black man or a black woman just like yourself. See? And you think that they're your enemy. You think the people in your household, your mom is your enemy. You think your dad is your enemy. You think your cousin, your sister, your brother. We think that those people are our enemies. And we don't know why we hate these people. We don't know why we hate ourselves, because we never see the unseen hand that's controlling everything. I had an opportunity to take them step by step, because a lot of people don't believe in the school to prison pipeline. They don't believe that. See, Satan, one of the attributes of Satan is to be able to be masked. He covers himself up, and he's able to manipulate from an idea. He's able to spread his idea amongst other balls of energy. Energy is not created nor destroyed. It's only transferred. So Satan is able to transfer negative energy. to other atoms and other balls of energy. And as they multiply and they move out, this is what creates the conditions. But we don't see that. We don't have enough knowledge. We are not conscious enough in the depths, not knowing the formula of the reality of cause and effect. We're not taught that. We don't learn that in school. But thank Allah for the life-giving teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, guided and taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, in the schools of the MUI and home schools. Under those teachings, coming from Message to the Black Man, Our Savior Has Arrived, Fall of America, How to Eat to Live, Part 1 and 2, Is the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad Physically Alive, Closing the Gap, Self-Improvement, the Self-Improvement community of, y'all know what I'm talking about. The basis of the basis of community development. All of these prepare us to understand the reality of cause and effect. We can't be afraid to stand in a room or to tell our children the truth about the reality of our open enemies, and to tell them the truth about God is not a spirit. God is not a mystery. God is not a spook. God has a spirit. But the reality of that spirit is in the decision that you make inside of yourself. That's right. The self-improvement, the base of community development. We can't be afraid to stand in the juveniles and stand into the prisons and stand in front of white people and let them know that the truth has to be present. No matter if their feelings are hurt or not. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. But in order to change a world for the better, we have to tell the truth. The truth has to be present. And how can we tell the truth and leave out the life-giving teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, guided and taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan? Now, some of us say, well, you know what? I like what they're saying, but, I work corporate, so I really can't be attached to that. If that's on, that's fine. That's you. But for me, no matter what platform I'm on, no matter where I go, I'm going to make sure that I let the people know I am a student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. You can take it or you can let it alone. Well, sir, you in the nation, you under the teachings of Farrakhan, well, we can't have you on this platform. Well, thank you. I thank you for your time. Thank you. That happens. Oh, well, we can't have you speak here. Fine. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. But I have to go and let the children know. I have to go and let the prisoners know. Brother, sister, this man is important. The formula that is coming from him, we have to put it in place. So therefore, family, I wanted to just come on, man, and just let you know that this past weekend at the 360 conference, it was beautiful. I had an opportunity to go up and speak for 10 minutes. And I was happy. I was proud and happy for those 10 minutes to go up there and speak about being able to connect all of us in the room, wealthy entrepreneurs. I know you hear about the money. I know you want to make your money even bigger. But while you're doing that, keep in the back of your mind, or even put it in the front of your mind. How's my character? Am I striving to align myself with God? Or am I just doing whatever I want to do? I'm talking to myself as I'm talking to them. That is very important. We have to talk to the reality and the core of our existence. We can't be afraid to reach out and tap that and get familiar with that and align with that. Don't be afraid, because we can all feel that. We can all feel that. So we just getting started, family. So if there's anything that I said that has rubbed anybody the wrong way, that's not my true intention. But if there is something that I said of benefit, understand that it comes directly from Allah through me. I am only a student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I'm striving to help that man get our people safe to the other side. And with that being said, as I close, family, I will be, like I said, I got my YouTube going, and I just got over 100 subscribers the other day. All praises due to Allah. Just got over 100 subscribers. I could have been at 100 already, past probably 200, but I didn't have solid Wi-Fi in the location where I was at. So now I found a place where I can come, where I have solid Wi-Fi, where I'm able to continue to strive to be consistent, where I'm able to continue to go live. And this place here, this platform, my YouTube platform, even my Instagram platform, I love to dialogue with the people, but I'm in the midst of creating a curriculum, okay? And I need help. And we can't do it all by ourselves, okay? We can't do it all by ourselves. So I have help coming from different ways, how to help me put together a program on social media. And I want to be able to target our men coming home from prison, all right? Because when we're coming home from prison, we are nervous. We are scared. You're doing 3 years, 4, 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years. You come home and it's easy to have a reprobated mind. It's easy to panic and go back to doing what you're comfortable doing. If you try something 2 or 3 times and it doesn't work, then you start to play with your mind, right? In the Quran, it says Satan, he makes things first seeming, all right? So when you come home out of prison after doing 3 years, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, you panic. First thing we need is money to provide for ourselves. So what I want to do is I want to be able to create a curriculum for our brothers coming home where I can connect. I know I've drove trucks. I'm in connection with some brothers with trucking that I'm getting back into myself. I'm in connection with brothers with detail, with security. You want to be able to place these brothers coming home to where they can start getting immediate money, because it's good to talk to a brother. Hey, brother, be good. Have a strong mind and this and that. But if we're not able to provide them and say, hey, look, here's a means of income, your CDL, and have a program where they're able to get the CDL while they're in the halfway house, while we're able to connect with the brothers on social media. We don't have to all be in the same city, but we can utilize this platform and utilize the technology as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan taught us to do. He said, get on social media and teach our people the truth. So we have to let them know God is not a mystery. We can't be afraid to tell our brothers and sisters that. We can't be embarrassed and say, well, I'm in the nation, so, because mama don't believe that God is a human being, you ain't going to tell the world. No, you better tell it. You're accountable for that. You got to let the children know, hey, God is you. Yeah, don't call me. If you don't want them to know the truth, don't bring me to a juvenile system. Don't let me go back into the prison, because I'm going to tell them the truth. God is not a mystery, brother. God is not a spirit. He has a spirit, but the closest thing to God, brother, is yourself. You have to be ready to make righteous decisions. You have to be ready to be able to deal with the decisions that you make. You are the God. The God is in you. The attributes of God are manifested in you. We have to tell the people just like that. We have to let the people know about the tricks and technology and deceptive intelligence in Hollywood and trying to be a part of a world. We have to let them know the truth. Don't follow that, brother. Don't follow that, sister. These TV shows, P-Valley and all this degrading things about black men and women, portraying us and promoting homosexuals and lesbianism, promoting it like this is fair seeming, the right thing to do. No, we have to be the ones that say, no, man, we don't separate ourselves from our brothers and sisters that live that life, but we have to tell the truth about it. No, that's not pleasing. That's not pleasing to Allah. That's not pleasing to God. And we break down the science behind it. And this is why. So when they, oh man, you trying to be, no, I'm not. But the reality of God and producing a human being is man and woman. You can't get around that. If you put 100 men on an island, within 100 years, the island would be extinct. If you put 100 women on an island, in 100 years, the island would be extinct. How can God live? How can God produce himself without both agents of man and woman? How can you who indulge, how can your family be produced? How can your lineage continue to go on? How can you carry the legacy in your family? See, those are universal laws. Those are universal questions that you have to battle with. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, tricking the mind is playing with truth. That's simple. This is why the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, we can get to the truth in no limited time. We can show you how God is man and man has the potentials to be God in no limit of time. We have so many examples and situations and circumstances that can show you right off the muscle. Boom. Oh yeah, you can't get around this. Huh. See? So family, self-improvement is the religion. I don't care what your religion is. Self-improvement is the way of life. We cannot get around that. You want to keep your title? Keep it. But rise above your title and look at the function. So family, as I close, making the connection with speaking to wealthy entrepreneurs. That's the name of the title. Speaking to wealthy entrepreneurs. I had an opportunity to speak to wealthy entrepreneurs. I only had 10 minutes. But with the 10 minutes I had, I made sure that the life-giving teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, guided and taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, was present to our brothers and sisters. And they came after I came off stage and they said, brother, that was well said. Oh, brother, it was well said. I needed to be reminded of that. And I said, all praise is due to Allah. All praise is due to Allah. Allah is my witness. You can't argue with the truth. You can't argue with that. What is greater than self-improvement? I'll wait. What is greater than self-improvement? So, brothers and sisters, may Allah continue to bless you as we continue to go forward. We will continue the lives on YouTube. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube, go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And the subscription is Winford X. Okay, let me put this in the chat real quick before we close, brothers and sisters. Before we go on, man, you know, YouTube subscription, okay? Subscription. Man, these words be so little. Okay. This is me, family. Go and subscribe to this. Go and subscribe to this YouTube so I can get my YouTubes up and we can build on the YouTube. My YouTube channel is for this. What is my mission on my YouTube channel, which is my podcast, Determined to Change? My mission is to get us to be able, no matter what your denomination of religious preference is, our unity is more powerful than an atomic bomb. My mission is on my YouTube channel is to allow us to be able to reflect from our personal testimonies, our personal experience that we've had in our life. I want you to think about something that has happened that was very detrimental, no matter if it was directly to yourself or someone close to you, and you felt so bad. You felt numb. You felt you didn't have no help. But whatever situation you have been in, or if you in it right now, as long as you're breathing, you have action. No matter how dark your situation is, light is always present. So therefore, whatever you are battling inside, the solution to that problem is inside of you. So that means there is a built-in help, a built-in system that God is leaving you here. The intelligence of Allah is leaving you here. So if you become patient enough to reflect, your problems will be solved. So, and you will find the God in yourself. You will start striving to learn how to activate the attributes of God, the formula of God in yourself. That's the mission of Determined to Change. What does change means? How does change come about? The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches us that change cannot come until you are dissatisfied with your current condition, current situation. That means in order to change it outwardly, something has to happen inside. And the change starts to rotate. The atom starts to rotate. The energy in you starts to rotate in your being, in your mind. And you start to change your condition from within, and the things on the outside of you will start shaping for better results. So family, thank you for coming on the live and being a part of the live. May Allah continue to bless you and your families. I greet you in the greeting words of peace, which we say in the Arabic language. Assalamu alaikum.